Hey, so today we're going to be exploring 5 different ways to do Shavasana. So looking at a few different variations to ensure that when you're coming to your final relaxation at the end of your yoga practice, that you really feel that your whole body is comfortable, and that will really help you find that sort of deep relaxation and rest. So we'll start with just the regular Shavasana. So we'll come to lie down on the back. Let the feet fall open. Let the palms be up. And the arms are a little bit away from the body here. And that's really giving space for the shoulders to relax down. With the feet falling open, that will help the legs relax completely. You can be softly sort of closing the eyes. Seeing if you can let the whole weight be super heavy in the ground. Breathing can be nice and easy, so there's a kind of softness to the breath. There's a little effort that you're putting into changing your breathing here. Seeing if you can relax your face. Relax your belly, while still keeping awareness on your body. So sometimes it might not feel completely comfortable for us to be lying in that position, and there's a few tweaks we can make to really allow the body to be a little more heavy. So the first thing we're going to explore is a little bit of how you can allow your lower back to ground more into the mat, and to just adjust maybe any tightness or soreness that you might be feeling there. Now, one of the things I really like to use is a bolster under the knees. Now, if you don't have a bolster, you can always put some sort of cushions or other support under the knees. You're going to bring the knees right over the bolster. Feet are going to be falling out to the side. And then you're coming to lie down on the back. And the rest of the body is really quite the same as when we were doing this Shavasana without the bolster. So the feet are going to be falling open. You're going to be letting the palms face upwards. And it can just feel that extra sort of supportive on the lower back here. You might feel a little bit more heaviness through the shoulders. Still letting the feet fall a little open, so legs are relaxed completely. Hopefully you're in a position here where you can also just relax the entire body. Now, if you don't have a bolster or you're completely without any props, there's another alternative you can do to be relaxing the lower back. So we're going to have our feet about mat width apart. The knees are dropping in, so that's really kind of allowing our legs to relax. You can come once more down onto your back. So knees are resting into each other, legs are still quite heavy, and you'll feel there's a slight rotation here of the pelvis, and that's helping also the lower back drop down, and arms can be relaxed, palms open. This is another position that's quite easy to relax completely for your Shavasana. For the fourth variation, I'd like to explore a little bit more if you're getting sort of tension in the head or neck. So you can place something, either a folded blanket, a folded towel, or a very flat cushion under the head here. Now, I don't suggest using a pillow that you might use to sleep on, because we do still want to keep kind of the neck super long, so you don't want to be having that head propped up too high. But you can place this blanket here, then come to lie down on the back. You're really allowing the back of the neck to lengthen, so there's this feeling of the neck is heavy. And this is particularly good if when you're without any support, you're noticing that the neck is kind of arching, so obviously this can be really uncomfortable. So you're just dropping the head down. You're letting the palms face upwards. And feet could be falling open to the side. And of course, if you did want to combine a couple of these supports, so for example, if you did want to also have a bolster under the knees here, you could do that as well. And then when you're ready, you can just slowly come out again. Now, finally, we're going to explore putting our legs up against the wall. So this is a great way to relax any tiredness that you might feel in the legs, so particularly if you've been on your feet a lot. And it's also a nice way to support the lower back here. Legs are going to feel super light. So you're going to come towards the wall. You're going to just start with your knees bent. You're kind of sitting to the side of the wall here. And then you're going to rotate. So you're kind of dropping the hips down. You're letting the feet come up. You might just very slowly shuffle your hips a little closer because the hips want to be pretty close to the wall, but not touching. And then just let your feet fall open to the side so legs are nice and heavy. You might adjust the head a little so the head is nice and heavy as well. And this kind of not only works on the legs, but you'll feel is pretty comfortable for the back of the body. It's a little bit more sort of flatness in the back here and heaviness. Also a great place to fully relax at the end of your yoga practice. And then again, when you're ready, you can slowly come out. So I hope you found this quick video exploring 5 different options and ways to do Shavasana useful. Do experiment. You might sort of notice on different days, the body's calling for slight different adjustments in your Shavasana, particularly if one day, for example, there is a little bit more perhaps tension in the back or in the neck. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you get on. I'm really curious if there's perhaps a favourite Shavasana position that you've got, or any other tips that I didn't cover today. And yeah, if you're looking for developing a sort of more consistent home yoga practice, do check out my free guide. You can find a link for that in the comments. And there you'll find tips of how to develop your consistent home yoga practice. Thanks! I'll see you next time.